Hey, how's it going? It's Saturday about 8 p.m. and I'm going to head over to Soy 22, meet some friends at the Hangover bar for the meetup. I actually had a cold since Wednesday, so not doing a whole lot. Tonight's, I kind of went out last night, just had a bite to eat, felt crummy. But tonight's the first night I'm going to really head out and maybe have a beer or two. I don't know how long I'm going to last, but we'll head out and see what the evening has in store. I ordered up a motorbike. Hopefully this is my guy right here, and zip over there for, I think it was 30 baht. So another interesting Bangkok motor taxi ride. I had to tuck my knees in, 3 or 4 times. I don't know how they get those bikes in between some of those cars. There's just inches involved, and he had to even move one guy's mirror out of the way to squeak by a ½ inch, but we got here safe and sound, no problem. Soy 22, Hangover bar. So we're having a good time here at the Hangover. Good little turnout. A lot of people showed up. Great little bar. Oh, that's my friend Pear. Yeah, we're having some Heinekens. The owner's from Rotterdam, so he's got Heineken on tap. So again, we're running around. We ran up to Stella's bar here. Oh, there's my, thank you so much. There's my San Miguel light. Ran up to Stella's here in Prom Pong. There's Stella walking in the front door.
Here are the cakes. They are already baked.
All right, so I'm taking off from Stella's. I'm trying to keep my voice down. It's 3:45 in the morning, and we ordered a bunch of pizzas and had a few too many beers. Sitting there watching NBA. We were watching NBA replay and just having a good time hanging out. Again, nobody's totally drunk. My one friend, I just put her in a cab and sent her home up to La Prau. Me, I'm walking back to Soy 26. I think it's 4 or 5 blocks. Not a big deal at all. Get a little exercise. It's nice and quiet. I like this time of the night. But once again, great time up at Stella's. And there goes my one friend. She's heading up to, with her boyfriend, heading up to Punta Winti, if I'm pronouncing that correct, Punta Winti, BTS. A couple of stops up from En Nut, where I used to live. And as I'm walking home up the alley here, this is Soy 41, Sukhumvit. I believe the Tops Market over here on the left, I think it's open 24 hours a day, so I might go in there and see if there's any pre-packaged meals or anything I can eat for breakfast. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to stick my head in there. And there's the Tops. I just saw somebody walk in, so it is open 24 hours. That's good to know. I've been in there late at night, but not at 3:45 in the morning. I actually bought one of these containers, the Kirkland brand, Costco brand of milk chocolate almonds, on sale, 499 baht. Actually, I got the raisins, the milk chocolate raisins. Probably the almonds are better for me, but it's nice to get a little taste of Costco over here in Bangkok. Pretty good wine selection here at the Tops. People will complain about the price of wine over here in Bangkok, but here at Tops, I don't know, I see plenty of 400 baht bottles all the way down to, 4,000 baht bottles up on top. Most of it is going to be Australian and New Zealand wine, but I'm sure you can get French, US wines, anything you want, depending on what you want to pay. So I wouldn't complain too much. Come over here to the Tops if you're a wine person. Something should suit your needs. So I got me some cereal for tomorrow and a couple of ham and cheese sandwiches. It's now 4 in the morning. I'm out way too late for having a cold and not feeling so great, although I feel great right now. Get my groceries and head on home. You know what, I was going to get a little exercise. I feel good. It's nice and cool and walk home the 4 or 5 blocks, but the motor taxis at 4 in the morning, they're just kind of yelling at every knucklehead like me walking down the sidewalk. And yeah, I just said, hey, 40 baht, give me a ride home. And absolutely, probably would have did it for 20. But these are hardworking guys. The difference between 20 baht and 40 baht is nothing to me, but that all adds up in his working all night. So paying an extra 20 baht, again, not that big a deal. I could have did the walk, but I'm kind of glad I didn't. I got over here in 2 minutes as opposed to walking for 15 minutes. So that was kind of a long, crazy night last night. I forgot I had to run over to the hospital and get a booster shot on one of my vaccines. With no problem, I sprung out of bed at 1 o'clock. I was supposed to be at the hospital at 1 o'clock. Got over here on a motorbike in about 20 minutes. Wasn't a problem. Got my little shot, and now I'm taking off from Bumrungrad. You can see even here at the hospital, it's ran like a hotel, putting the Lamborghinis and whatever that is over there. Can't tell, a Maserati. Park them out front in the valet parking. So I'm a little off my game today. I ran over and got that quick shot, and I went up to insurance because I'm in the middle of them refunding me a $200 copay I paid in error for a colonoscopy. It should have been free. My first one is entirely paid for. So we've been going back and forth. I ran up there for the heck of it, and she said, oh yeah, just go over to the cashier, show your receipt for the procedure, and we'll refund it back to your credit card. Now, normally I take all my hospital paperwork, my little folder over there, but again, I ran out the door like an idiot. So now I made the 2 train stops back home. If they're willing to refund it today, yeah, I came all the way home, grabbed the receipts, the paperwork. I'm not sure why their system doesn't show the receipt. You'd think it would, but hey, who am I to argue? Hey, look at that beautiful car. So I'm home almost. Get that receipt, head back to the hospital, and get the process started to put that $200 back on my credit card. When I went to the cashier for my vaccine, I assured her that it was 0 copay for a preventative vaccine shot, and she agreed. She said, yeah, we don't have any guarantee of benefit, but I'm not going to charge you anything. I asked her about the status of the $200 refund, and she said, ooh, if I will have to guess, we're going to have to wait at least another month until Blue Cross pays the bill, and then we'll see that they paid the entire bill and then refund you back your $200. Well, I was in the building anyhow, so I went up to the insurance office, and maybe I'm being a little pestering, or you can call it persistent. So they've seen me in there at least 3 times, maybe 4, asking about this $200 refund. So I think just to get rid of me, they basically have not received the bill yet from Blue Cross, yet they did get in communication that it will totally be free. So they're just now basically, yeah, give the guy the $200 back, and when this all settles out in a month, we know Blue Cross is going to pay it all. So that could all change tomorrow. Again, totally my fault for not bringing all the paperwork. I always do, and they never asked for a thing. And of course, today they needed that receipt. Once again, I'm not sure why they need a paper receipt. You'd think it would be in the system, but I'm not going to argue. Just made the 15-minute trip home, get what they want, and get that taken care of before they change their mind tomorrow. And this all could have been avoided if my dummy self had did just a little bit more research and understood that that colonoscopy had a 0% copay, and I would have insisted on that when I had the procedure. No, don't charge me anything. I know it's 0, and it'll all wash out when Blue Cross pays the bill. But I did it, and they charged me the $200 because that's what I guess an outpatient procedure costed. So this is all on me. Not that big a deal, and I'm getting a little bit of exercise running back and forth. And it's now 4 p.m. I'm leaving the condo, running back to the hospital. At least it's not raining yet. It's pretty dark out, and it is rainy season. So maybe I'll get myself lucky. I'm gonna run up to the train and head back over to Nana. And this is looking down my soy 26. I'm about 4 short blocks to Sukhumvit. And I thought blocks was pretty widely understood, but one guy did ask in my comments, hey, how many kilometers are in a block? A block is just a block of land, I guess. So where you see that carpet store, this would be the beginning of the block, and where that carpet store is, there's a break. So I consider that a block. So I'm sorry if I confused anybody by saying 3 blocks from the train. And I'm still not sure if I properly explained it right. I never really understood how to define the definition of a block, but right here where another street starts, from here to where I just came from, the end of the street where you see the cars turning, that would be one block. So they're all different sizes depending on how they laid out the neighborhood. So if this is one block, from my place down to Sukhumvit is roughly 4 blocks. And I had another guy comment, what are you talking about that hotel being 200 baht? There's no way it's 200 baht. And I didn't understand what he was saying. I had to go back and watch the video, and I was saying 200 bucks. So maybe, once again, 200 bucks didn't translate so well, but yeah, there's not too many hotels that are gonna be 200 baht. And I am from the US, so I'm probably gonna say 2 blocks or 200 bucks. And yeah, I'm just gonna try to do the best I can to make the videos for everybody. Just looking down Soi 24. Heading up Sukhumvit, Soi 3, here in the Nana, Sunday afternoon traffic. And right next to the hospital is the Embassy of Pakistan. So that all worked out perfect. I went back up to the insurance office. She grabbed my original receipt. I had paid 6,800 baht, I believe. And we walked over to the cashier, and she says it will be refunded back to my credit card 5 to 10 business days. I haven't had a real big heavy meal in 3 or 4 days. Been fighting a cold, a lot of soup, and just not stomaching a big meal. But I'm feeling fine today, so I'm gonna head up to, I'm on Soi 1. I'm gonna head up to Plon Chit, and I forget what this barbecue place is. I've ate there a couple of times. I think it's right next to La Monita Mexican place, but I'm gonna go get some pulled pork or a good sandwich and head up that way. I'm actually closer to Plon Chit on Soi 1 than I am the Nana BTS anyhow. And Bumrungrad Hospital's in between Soi 1 and Soi 3, so I just popped out the back. I'm on Soi 1. If you look off in the distance, you'll see the Novotel Hotel. Right at the base of that is the Plon Chit BTS. So the Nana BTS station is actually between Soi 7 and 11. So I'm closer at Soi 1 to Plon Chit, which is fine because that's where that barbecue place is, directly below the station. So once I get to the top of Soi 1 here at Sukhumvit, I just have to run across the toll road on and off ramp, and then I'm at the Plon Chit BTS station. And to get to the other side of Sukhumvit, I'm gonna go up and over on the train station. There's really no place you wanna run across Sukhumvit. There's a couple of crosswalks, even those are a little bit sketchy. When that light turns red, you think you can start walking, and then here comes a motorbike 5-10 seconds after the light change roaring through. So just watch yourself, any crosswalks on this busy street. I did a couple of videos on this area around the Plon Chit BTS, especially to the right side. Not so much near the toll road, but if you can find one of these buildings over here, this area back here is just super mellow. The downside to that is you can go 3-4 blocks in and you're not going to find a 7-Eleven or anything like that. It's just all quiet residential back there. So if that's something you're looking for, consider this Plon Chit BTS area. Now that quiet area is on the opposite side of the Novotel, back over here. On the Novotel side, this whole area, you're going to have all the embassies, the US Embassy, all these places. So it's just going to be big fancy four-season type hotels and a lot crazier. But on this other side over here, yeah, it's a nice little quiet escape right in the middle of the city, if once again that's what you're looking for. Me, I like to walk outside of my condo and have a 7-Eleven 50 feet away and 10 choices of places to eat. But if you're looking to just get away, this is a getaway right here in Plon Chit. And here's the Plon Chit BTS, and we're heading here to the, if I'm pronouncing it right, Matun Plaza. Right back here on the left is going to be the barbecue place. I'll get the name here in a second. And the Mexican place, which I think is La Monita. It's also very good. And if you're getting your bearings, the Novotel Hotel is just 100 feet over here. And we're going right here. There's also a couple of translation centers. Being up in the embassy part of town, you might have some paperwork you need 100% translated into whichever language. And here's the barbecue place. I've ate here a couple of times, but my memory's not so great. It's Billy's Smokehouse. And right next door is La Monita Taqueria. But we're gonna head over to Billy's today and get a little barbecue. There's also a breakfast story up on the second deck. You'll find breakfast story all around, probably all around Thailand, but they're all around Bangkok. It's just that, breakfast place, although I think it goes into the evening. It's a lot like a Denny's or a diner. So it's a pretty nice place. I believe the owner's from Northern California. He has Stone IPA on draft. And I just ordered, they call it the pulled pork burger, but it's just pulled pork sandwich with spicy jalapeno and a spicy barbecue sauce is what I'm trying to say. Should be great. It was 280 baht. So that was some delicious barbecue and my stomach's full. And I've been over here in this little shopping center with the barbecue place dozens of times, and I never realized. Every time I'm wandering around, I find a new little secret alley or something. I know this Athena residence, and I think this is the Athena Tower, maybe the Athena Hotel, I don't know. But it's on Soi Rumah Rudy, which is kind of the big horseshoe where the U.S. Embassy is. And I didn't realize there's a little way to cut right through here to get to the BTS. And now we pop out, that's Plonchit BTS, and over here is the barbecue place and La Monita. Scuba shop used to be about where I'm standing years ago, and now it's over here, Scuba Outlet. They also have this place in here called Foul Mouth. I believe it's hot chicken, more like Tabasco style chicken. I'll eat it once in a while, but I have to be in the mood. They also have 5 to 7 p.m. happy hour, 20% off all craft beers. Hey, so thanks for following along this little run around Bangkok this Sunday afternoon, and consider subscribing for more looks around my new home base. Take it easy and have a great evening.